So we're here at the Point Blank Christmas party. We're here with Daley, who is headlining with us tonight. In support, we've got Aaron Delahunty, who we've also interviewed, The Thirst and High Heels and Low Lifes. So yeah, welcome along, Daley.
Hello.
You looking forward to the show, first of all?
Yes, definitely.
Cool, man. So the first thing I wanted to ask is how you originally got into songwriting. You know, how things kind of kicked off for you.
I got into songwriting just literally. I was just sat in my bedroom. I'm from Manchester, and I always found it a bit hard to kind of get out and find a scene, like a live scene to get involved with. So I kind of just did a lot by myself. Just sat in my room, went at it, and then I started doing gigs in London, going down to London, doing one-off gigs, and that's where I kind of found my audience, and it kind of built up from there. And then I was going back to Manchester and performing, so kind of built it up from there.
Okay. So you know, from what I hear, especially in the early days, you were producing, writing your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
Have you had any production training or musical training?
Not like official. Like I taught myself everything really. I mean, I don't really class myself as a producer, although I am producing a couple of things on the album. But it's kind of cool. I just do it when the mood takes me. I can't produce like track after track after track because I kind of just go. I'm not that experienced as a producer, but yeah, I still do all that. But now I'm down in London. It's always cool to collaborate and stuff like that.
And producer-wise, do you have someone you work with, or do you look for a certain thing in a producer? You know, working with different people.
At the moment, one of the producers I'm working with the most is Bernard Butler. Who used to be in Suede. He's the bass player in Suede.
Cool.
He's done loads of other stuff as well, but I have a really good chemistry with him, and been working with some guys in the States. Andre Harris and Julian Bonetta, but just really people who kind of get soul, but they don't necessarily have to sound like soul. You know, they understand that soul music can be put in any kind of
take a lot of forms.
Yeah. It's not just kind of organs and roads or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you know, on the kind of collaborating side of things, is there obviously collaborating? I know you've worked with a few artists in the past. Is that something that you're looking to do more? Have you got anything lined up?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always love collaborating with people who I admire musically, but and I definitely want to get a really good collaboration for that album. It hasn't happened yet. I've got a few things in mind, but I'm trying not to jinx them. So
yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you know, bearing in mind that 2011's been pretty mad year for you. Things have really blown up. Is there something that you'd kind of any advice that you give to someone in a similar position? You know, say as you were 3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Something to if they're looking to break into the industry.
I just say get yourself exposed. Like whether that means just do all the gigs you can do. Make sure that everything online is there. All your social networks. Or make sure you've got something good on YouTube that you can direct people to and that people can post around. I don't know how relevant MySpace is anymore, really.
Yeah,
MySpace was big for me because it was still kind of, people were still using it. I mean, people still kind of direct people to their MySpace now, but it's not, I think just make sure you've got if people want to know about you, they need to be able to find you online. So just make sure they can do that and follow that up with gigs and make sure that it's all.
That is something I was going to ask about. That the internet now, the music industry itself is a lot different. It's a lot. There's a lot of ways to find new music. Do you find that as you said, having an online presence is really important, and in that is having an image, the whole package? Is that something that you feel is quite important to them?
I think having an online presence just definitely, because if you do a gig and you want to attract new fans that are going to follow you or whatever, then they need to be able to find something else about you on the internet. So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, they're the standard ones, and then you can do other stuff as well. And then in terms of having an image, I think it depends what kind of artist you are really, or how you want to be perceived. But I think it's good to have an identity more than anything. Like make sure that you are recognisable in some way. You don't want to look like.
Don't be generic, I guess.
I mean, again, it depends. Some people are just completely. It's all about just the music, and it is for me. But at the same time, I think it's good to have an identity and just.
It's not a new thing. I think identity's been around for.
And I mean, it's always good to have something that separates you in any way from the people around you. So I guess, yeah.
Okay, and just to wrap things up, really, have you got anything, you know, kind of lined up for 2012? Anything you can give us a bit of a look into?
Yeah, well, 2012 is hopefully going to be the kick-off year.
Yeah.
Because I had my mixtape out this year, which is doing really well. Like, it's had like over 25,000 downloads, just word of mouth, which I'm really pleased about. So yeah, I'm just finishing off the album, and it's going to be out early next year. So it'll be album, tours, videos, and stuff. So hopefully next year you'll be the one.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming along, and yeah, we'll catch the performance in a bit.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. Cheers.